Hello and welcome back to another Gunpla review. Today we're taking a look at the... No, not you. We took a look at you last week. Today we're taking a look at the ActionBase 5. This is the copy I got with the Moon Gundam, so I don't have any packaging to show off in the intro, but you can buy these separately and you can get them in multiple colors. This one being translucent black. Now, hopefully the way I'm doing this review, different from anybody else's, is going to be a lot quicker. And that is by leaving everything on the runners. It'll be laid out nice and easy. It'll be easy to go over. But let's start with the default configuration. The single arm in the center of the base. It does have this connection piece on top of it. Normally it just has the same connection on both ends. It's just an adapter down to the standard 3mm port, which pretty much every 1/44th anything about that scale has. And this is the same size peg as all of these larger holes, and these smaller ones are 3mm ports. Now, this is the remnants of the runner that the main base comes on, and it also includes a little connector which tabs into any of these points around the edge that lets you connect multiple of these together. This looks a little overwhelming, but don't worry about it. It's actually quite simple. Starting in this section, we have this piece. These are combined together, and this piece, which have the same connection points as the middle joint on the big arm, and that's so that you can take this apart and actually make two smaller arms, which is what these are for. As you take these, as well as these little connectors over here, these ones don't have pegs built in, and you can actually make two short arms. And you just use these two smaller links. I'm using the longest one, which is right here, and that's just for adjusting the height of the arms. This piece, as well as these two up here, make an additional smaller arm, which can be pegged into any of the larger holes on the base. This small arm would be for fin funnels or effect parts or weapons. Smaller things, as it definitely wouldn't be able to hold as much weight. It's fairly sturdy, but it's still a lot smaller and less robust. These are the claws for the clip attachment, which is for holding on to anything that doesn't have a 3mm port. You have two hip cradles in two different widths, which is nice. And these just fit up underneath the waist of a model kit, or it works well for Gunpla, not so much for other stuff. But you just put this up around the hips, though honestly at that point you should probably just drill a 3mm hole. But you know, the option's there. So you have these two connections, which is the same as this. It's just sort of a through. Same as these as well. And you have this one, which is a 3mm port on a long arm, which I'm assuming is probably for flight poses, because it gets things out of the way. You get a bunch of adapters, a couple of male-male adapters, a couple of female-female adapters, just for a little bit of extra height or finagling things to work. So, in conclusion, Action bases are completely acceptable stands, but I really don't like how they look personally. But putting my own personal aesthetic biases aside, like I said, it's a very nice stand, has an exceptional amount of options, and technically it can hold 3 different kits at once if you split the main arm and then use the smaller one to hold up a lighter kit. That's impressive. if you're not as turned off by the aesthetics as I am, I can absolutely recommend getting an ActionBase to hold up your figure. And honestly, some of them don't look great without it. There's some mobile suits that just require an aerial pose to look right, so if you're in need of a stand, ActionBase is a pretty good way to go. However, I will say that if you're getting 1/44 scale kits and you don't like the ActionBase, there is an alternative. The Tamashii Nation Act 5, or Act Mechanics now, these come in 2 packs for about the same price as ActionBases. And I swear by these. I really, really like how they look. They used to come in 3 packs, now they come in 2 packs. Don't worry about it. But anyway, that's it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future reviews and watch my backlog. And as always, until next time, happy building.